All right, thanks for joining us today. We're going to talk about how to recruit 12 to 15 agents a month to your brokerage team or downline using online webinars and targeted direct response marketing. It will give you the ability to scale it on autopilot, retire early, and bring in dream agents to your team, brokerage, or downline. So I'm going to start off and I'm going to show a couple of people that have worked within our system and what they've done. So the first person we'll talk about is Kevin Toit. He went from 0 to 60 recruits in 6 months. He came in just like most other team leaders. He was new to leadership and had zero experience in recruiting. He had no predictable or scalable system in place for recruiting talent at scale. After working with our team, Kevin was able to add 60 new agents to his organization in 6 months. This is starting from scratch with zero pipeline to build off of. Next would be Chris Dietz. Chris started in a brand new market and was struggling to recruit agents to the team. In fact, he started with absolutely nothing and had no system in place to line up talent. He installed our recruiting machine, and literally within the dates of September 15th to December 31st, he was able to add 75 new agents, which was the #1 office in the region for that last quarter of the year. So who's this for? Well, I think you know who it's for. This is for people that are team leader, brokerage owner, or recruiter who wants to recruit more people, but you're struggling with appointments and conversions. Most of the time you're left feeling frustrated, unmotivated, you're kind of burnt out, and you just can't bring in enough talent to help drive the sales team. You want to have people coming to you as opposed to you going to them. Or you want to retire with one good year of recruiting, and I know that in some models you can definitely do that. You have all the skills needed to be a great recruiter, but you feel like you just can't crack the code. You just are. It's not scalable, it's not repeatable, and it's up and down. A lot like an agent, right, with an up and down business. You're lacking the systems, tools, and technology to make sure that you win, and then you're stuck spending time and money on things that don't work. And I know we've all done that, right? We've all tried a million things that really just take a lot of time or money and really don't end up working at all. You paid expensive companies who make promises but don't deliver, and you already know this, that you're probably the best recruiter that you know, as opposed to hiring other companies to do it for you. So you've kind of figured that part out on your own, and this is the kind of a system that will allow you to be in control of your recruiting, not somebody else. You're losing agents and recruits to the competition, and the organization is a sinking ship. And I know that we've all been there before. This is the kind of program that's for you. Here's the truth. You can scale your business to recruit 12 to 15 agents a month using proven techniques such as magnetic marketing, online webinars, and video sales letter funnels. The truth is, most real estate leaders are not taught how to do this on any type of scale or repeatability basis. Even the ones that have coaches, it's just not something that companies coach to. It's you're on your own. When you take over a position that's recruiting based, you're on your own. You know it, I know it, they know it. You worry about having a good day, week, or month, and you never think about having to put a predictable method in place to get an endless supply of recruits. Without a consistent stream of clients, it's very difficult to scale your recruiting business and put it on autopilot. Just as you know, your recruits control you. But it's not your fault. The traditional real estate recruiting and training system is not optimized to help you grow a real recruiting pipeline, which you can scale to autopilot. Even worse, it's not actually being taught by people who practice what they preach. I'm Tony. Nice to be with you today. I've been in real estate leadership for over 35 years. I've honed my recruiting skills and systems over many years. owning my own brokerage, and also recruiting for other brokerage teams and downlines. I learned very quickly that recruiting was a skill set that could fix anything. Adding new agents on a consistent basis solved every possible financial issue a team, brokerage, or downline could ever have. I needed to find ways to make it scalable and repeatable on a monthly and yearly basis. Over the past couple of years, I've had the privilege of recruiting hundreds of people, building an office with over 900 people, and working with thousands of real estate agents. And I'll just tell you, I've learned my fair share of lessons after absorbing just so many data points that you encounter meeting and hiring that many people. Using those lessons, I set forth on a mission to change the real estate industry by helping agents, team leaders, and brokers market their recruiting business better. For me, helping real estate professionals change their lives and grow their teams, brokerages, and downlines is the most important thing to me. Recruiting people will always be at the core of every successful team, brokerage, and downline. Helping people get there using easy-to-repeat methods makes it very meaningful. So the question becomes, how do I fill my pipeline and convert 12 to 15 agents a month for my team, brokerage, or downline? It's a simple 3-step process. Step 1, you're going to define your ideal agent avatar and create an irresistible offer. When recruiting and attracting, most team leaders and brokers chase agents to join their team. This includes cold calling, cold texting, networking, and just hounding agents with whom you had no relationship with. You don't really have an idea of your ideal agent avatar, and you have no clear offer in place that separates you from anybody else. And I think I'll say that 1,000 times. Having no offer makes you the same as everybody else. And that this program is designed for you to be zigging when they're zagging. What happens is your results become minuscule. You get very few agents recruited. Those that come in are almost always low quality or brand new. They want a huge split, have never sold a home before, have no idea how the business works, have never been trained, and yet because you have numbers to hit, you end up bringing them on for reasons that you know that in a normal course of business you would never hire a person like that. People that come in for money leave for money. Let's not find those people. Let's find people that want what you're offering. Your culture and sales team dynamics will also suffer, and it's going to be super hard to motivate your team. Worst of all, your business will be less profitable due to the roller coaster pipeline of recruits that you have. Having no clarity on who you are and what you want to bring in only causes confusion and unpredictability in your business. The new way of attracting agents is to craft an ideal agent avatar and create an offer that is irresistible and nerve-striking. This enables what I call magnetic attraction. When done correctly, you're going to be able to beat every team, brokerage, and agent building a downline. You'll be eliminating objections, offering hiring people with just one sentence when they arrive at your office. You'll be establishing yourself as an authority figure. You'll be generating leads that are looking for you, not the other way around. That is huge. You'll be attracting agents who want to work with you and execute upon becoming an A player. That will make your sales team culture flourish. You'll be targeting a specific type of agent who coincidentally will be looking for a specific type of employment opportunity, and you will have made a match and have them saying yes just by reading your ad. This is long before you meet with them, and they're already going to be justifying why they want to say yes to you. We hired over 70 people in less than 10 minutes asking one question when they walked in our door. That was it. It was done, paperwork started, in and out in a half an hour. So you got to ask yourself, how likely is someone to work with you if they know you and know what you specialize in, know who you are from past awards, your unique selling proposition, and even your offer before they even speak to you? Defining an ideal agent avatar will establish the message to market match and attract dream recruits. Future hires will already feel like they know you, like you, and trust you. They know you're an expert in the field. You're eliminating people that just want the best deal. You're separating yourself from all the other recruiting noise out there. Why does it work so well? Because nobody else is doing it. You're setting yourself apart from your competitors. Your marketing efforts will never look like anyone else's. And the minute they do, we're going to change them. One of the biggest aspects of the perfect agent avatar is you're making an offer that resonates with them. Get that? You're making an offer that resonates with them. It should appeal to their current situation, their pain points, their wants and desires. This is not the type of offer we make on homes. Recruiters that do understand marketing offers, they typically will have an offer like every other recruiter in the market. Recruiters that are winning have irresistible offers, offers that make them stand out, offers that nobody else is offering. This is what sets you apart and has agents coming to you and only you, and they're ready to sign up when they meet with you. So you got to ask yourself another question. Why should someone work with you compared to another recruiter? What's so special about you? What if I don't have an irresistible offer to make towards agents? You can create an offer today. Create an offer where someone would feel stupid to say no to you. Put your phone down, sit in silence, and ask yourself, what can I offer a recruit that they would feel stupid to say no to me? Come up with the offer and claim first, and then find a way to fulfill it. I also recommend using a recruiting expert who's had experience with crafting irresistible offers. How do I know who's even a fit? There is a nuanced process to defining this, but the simple answer is this. Look at A players within your team, find traits, look for reasons why they joined and why they continue to stay. This will be important to jot down to convey a stellar sales argument and craft an irresistible offer. Well, why can't I recruit everyone? I think going for the masses is better. This is where people go wrong. You have to solve a specific problem for a specific kind of agent. This will be important because in your marketing, you want to appeal to an agent in pain. These are folks you can help. Furthermore, you also want to create an offer that will help them in a certain way. This offer should not be similar to other offers. You want to create a blue ocean for yourself. Step 2, using direct response marketing to line up and accelerate recruiting opportunities. This is huge. Step 2, use direct response marketing to line up and accelerate recruiting opportunities. According to the book Magnetic Marketing by Dan Kennedy, all the frustrations and internal problems you're experiencing with your business today are because you don't have a good marketing system. Without a sufficient and steady stream of people with whom you can exchange value for money, nothing else about your business matters. I mean, how many of you actually have a marketing budget for recruiting? And if you do have a marketing budget, what is it? Is it big enough to make a difference? Does it fill a pipeline every month? Likely not. The financial reality is that in every position, every profession, every category of business, every sales team, every population, these figures hold true. 1% create tremendous incomes and wealth. 4% do very well. 15% earn good livings. 60% struggle endlessly, and 20% fail. This goes right in line with what we're talking about today. Most recruiters advertise by running generic branding ads. They have no follow-up system. They have no idea what to say to an agent. Nothing repeatable or scalable process in place. Can this work? Yeah, it can work. Can it work month after month after month after month? No. You can have a good week. You can have a good month. Heck, you might even have a good year, depending on what you're doing and your conversion ratio. But this is not scalable to be put on autopilot. There's no clear offer. What happens is it results in low return of advertising spend, barely breaking even. Most of the time, it's not even profitable. You're going to be speaking to very low quality leads. These agents are looking for a split or a paycheck and not an environment where they can thrive and flourish. Have we recruited some of those folks? Yeah. Have you met with them? Wasted your time with them? And you know those people take longer than anybody. Anybody looking for a split or a paycheck, they're the longest interviews you've ever had in your life. So when someone asks me for a high split, I always ask them, how many homes have you sold? Typically the answer is 0. Agents don't value your time. You don't have any status delta. Agents don't show up on time for appointments or they cancel last minute. This ruins your calendar. It also ruins your month of recruiting. There's no predictable method to generate agents on demand, and it will. So what is the best way to market for you in 2022 as a recruiter? Run direct response marketing campaigns to a value-filled webinar and a video sales letter funnel. Direct response is a type of marketing designed to elicit an instant response by encouraging prospects to take a specific action. This is going to be by far your most effective and profitable way to advertise. If you have, just think of having webinars where agents are lining up to listen to you. What will this create in the agent's mind? Does it create a trust? Do they start to see themselves working with you? Do they start to like you, know you, trust you just from watching you on camera? Yes. Happens every single day. They'll see a ton of other agents coming. They'll all be in one place to listen to what you have to say. This is how you build status delta. What happens when you set it up correctly? You will no longer be selling. And so many of you, I've been in so many recruiting pitches where I never talk. I always ask the candidate a couple of questions and then I just sit there. And they tell me everything that they want to tell me. And that's exactly what I'm here to fix for them. So they're willing to tell you everything that they want to get fixed if you will let them. Sadly, most recruiters don't do that. Most recruiters spend their 30 to 45 minute recruiting interview talking the entire time about themselves, their company, their brokerage. Is just nobody asks about the agent that's sitting in your office wondering if they should come work there. You'll no longer have to worry about that. People will be calling you to what you're offering. You'll now have a reason to call them as opposed to cold calling. You're now attracting, you're no longer chasing. It's very important distinction. The minute you start chasing someone, you lost. Your time, your calendar, out the window. That's not the kind of recruiting we're going to do. As a matter of fact, if you start to have those folks, you either need to have somebody hired to take them for interviews or just say, no, we're not interested. And that's the other thing as a recruiter, it's okay to say no. How many of us have worked at a place where you can't say no? Yes, we don't know who the next huge agent's going to be, but I will tell you after doing thousands and thousands of interviews, I can pretty much tell you who's not going to be the next huge agent. Can you? Yeah, I thought so. So this will help you position yourself as an expert, and you'll hold a place of value because they're seeking your help to solve their problem. not the other way around. Most companies recruit the other way around, bringing in agents to solve their problem, which is a dollar and cents problem. So they try to bring in more agents. Instead, we are marketing to people to help them solve their problem. And then once we solve their problem, then we win. But we have to solve their problem first or nobody wins. That way you'll build your marketing dollars, your dollar turns into 5, 10, 15, 20, even $40 consistently when your numbers and metrics are dialed in. Your profitability for your advertising will be off the chart. Off the chart. Some of our own ad results. We ran 3 ads, very specific ads. One for a team, one for our commercial division, and one for a new location we were opening. In less than 1 month, we received over 110 messages that wanted to come and meet with us. You know what we did? We went with 68 of them that month, hired 17 of them, and we pushed the rest of the people to the start of the next month. Get it? We now covered ourselves for 2 months, 3 ads, 10 days. You must always front load your month. You'll never be stressing or sweating the end of a month ever again. Never. If you come to the end of a month and don't have enough appointments, it is not a good time of the month. We've been there. I've been there. You've been there. It's not a place that we ever want to be. So doing this, front loading our month, it also opens up our time and our calendar to other stuff. We front load our month and hire the majority of our people in the first week or 10 days. Then we have that middle of the month to start going after the next month and doing some trainings and being more available to our people instead of just doing nothing but having recruiting appointments all day. This is what happens when they are after you, not you after them. Status Delta. This turns cold recruits into high-quality rockstar agents supporting your vision. This is what it's about. People want to surround themselves with high net worth individuals and want others to know about it. Okay, open your Facebook, open your Instagram. People want to eat at high-end restaurants and post about it on Facebook. People actually work out, so it gives them higher status amongst their peers because they have a better physique. People want to do the same thing when they work with a renowned recruiter. People want to align themselves with someone who's well known. Luckily, you'll be able to position yourself as an expert with proper marketing, avatar creation, and an irresistible offer. If you're able to build Status Delta with your marketing, you'll attract some of the best leads. Leads that confirm appointments and are always on time. Leads that will send you referrals. You'll have people on Zoom calls so excited to speak with you just because you've done good marketing and have established a Status Delta with them. Can't say enough about that. So you probably have some questions. You're probably thinking I have some questions. Don't branding generic agent ads generate high quality leads? Look, if you want to waste money, run generic branding ads. You can do this if you want to stoke your own ego or status. And a lot of people do, and that's fine. If you want to do that, do it. Most ordinary recruiters recruit this way. There's a reason why most recruiters never become superstar recruiters. There's no offer. It's the same crappy claim, 99%. Go open Indeed, type in real estate agent, look at the ads. They are all versions of each other. They're the same. And I guarantee you, look for the one that doesn't look like everybody else's. That one's having a huge marketing return on ROI. Copying those ads will never yield results. Branding is a byproduct of running direct response marketing ads. You continue to run direct response marketing ads for prolonged periods of time because it yields a positive ROI, which in return builds your brand, not the other way around. Don't mistake branding ads to be the same as value-driven content. Branding ads make no offer and provide no value to the user. It's all about direct response marketing. Recruiters think they can copy Coca-Cola by branding themselves. Coca-Cola is a billion-dollar company. They don't care about the profits generated from their ad campaigns. Their objective is different than yours. You have to keep that in mind. The only reason they run branding ads is because of competition. One of the ways to win and generate monopoly profits is through brand recognition. The only downside, it's probably the most expensive way to advertise, and you never really generate a profit from it. So then again, why would you want to do that? Answer is you really don't. So what is status delta? It's a relative social standing of someone. Your goal is to establish this with all the people that you meet with. Is it expensive to build status delta with marketing? It's inexpensive to reach advertising platforms these days. Retargeting builds your omnipresence, which gives a glimpse of the effect of status delta. Do you build status delta with branding ads? No. It's built by making exceptional, irresistible offers that showcase your expertise and confidence in you. You cannot track the return with branding ads. You just can't. What's the easiest way to establish a status delta? The easiest way, hands down, is retarget all of your leads to a video sales letter funnel so they can view content and book time for a consultation. Again, they're chasing you, you're not chasing them. Very important. Will my leads respond to my ads and watch the entire video sales letter online webinar? Maybe, maybe not. If the ad and online webinar is a match for your agent, you'll expect a good return. And they will watch the whole thing. But listen, people are different, right? You have it on there because some people, like me, I'm going to watch the first couple of minutes of the beginning, and then I'm going to scroll through it, and I'm going to watch the end. And for me, if you're a match for me, that's all I need. But there are other folks that have to watch every single last second of it. Great, that's what it's there for. But you want to have it there for everybody in a little piece of something for everyone to watch. How long does it need to be? No set time limit. It needs to be long enough to deliver all the value you can possibly give. Can my team create multiple webinars? Maybe each recruiter can have their own or create one for themselves. Each recruiter can create their own video sales letter or webinar. Each will be expanding their reach to you and the team. Paid advertising can run towards video sales letters, online webinars, to help increase the amount of clients being attracted. Each video sales letter will help you attract thousands of people to view it. I'm already working with a company that does this for me, and their recruiting is working for me. If it's working, it's being defined by the number of agents you acquire for your team, brokerage, or downline. Are you satisfied with your numbers? Do you wish you could bring on a few more? Do you have agents leaving your team every month? Are there other things you want to spend money on that hiring an extra 12 to 15 agents a month could solve? Most companies just chase agents and play a numbers game. That's not what this is. This is attracting quality people who do production that you're solving a need for. Other folks don't attract A players. Even if they somehow worked out great, the agents would never be an ideal fit for high performance and winning sales team culture because of the way they're attracted. And again, you can't put a low performer on a high performing team. Yes, it'll plug the hole. It'll be very temporary. It'll be a revolving door. Like most sales teams nowadays, if you see, they're a revolving door. People join, yay. Next thing you know, they're not there anymore. Why? Because they're not a good fit. And they're not recruiting the right kind of people for their team because they have no offer. Step 3, remove yourself from the operational complexity by hiring a recruiter and scale this all to autopilot. When you're scaling up, most team leaders and brokers will exchange time for money and not buy back time. They forgot why they got into real estate, to build wealth and buy back time freedom. It's all about time freedom. Most team leaders, brokers, and recruiters will continue to hustle and not have any system in place that's scalable or repeatable. They're going to pack their calendars and have no freedom. You know what happens? It leads to burnout. And then you're just chained to the business. If that's what you're looking for, that's not the place you want to look. This is how to get out of that. You need to think like a CEO. The best way to scale and ramp up is to remove yourself from the recruiting and delegate it to a recruiter or recruiters. So what happens when you correctly remove yourself from the operational complexity and buy back time using a recruiter? You'll no longer be involved in the process. It'll scale on its own. You will be able to position yourself as an expert and hold a place of value because agents coming on board will see you as the true CEO. Imagine if you were a Google employee and you got to meet the CEO of Google. Would you be excited and shocked? Of course you would. This is the effect you want to achieve as a high producer. Building recruiting systems and buying back time is the ultimate exit strategy. By installing mechanisms to buy back time, such as recruiters, you will now have a business asset that can also be used as a great part of your exit strategy. How many of you have a decent recruiting business? You don't own it. You work for somebody else. What if you had a recruiting business that you could go out there and show other people how to do it? Or you could work at multiple places, or you could do consulting, or you could do whatever you wanted to do. Buy back your time, have more freedom. What if you're building a downline? What if you want to build a team? What if you want to build a nationwide team? They're doing it. There's no reason you can't. As an exit strategy, having your recruiting systems in place is huge because, again, anybody that's looking to buy your business is going to have the same problem. They're not going to know how to recruit talent on scale and repeatability. Most acquirers are going to want to have the founding leader removed from most day-to-day activity anyway, so it's not solely dependent on you. Imagine if one of your highest leverage activities was running 100% without you involved. On top of this, you can literally have people joining your brokerage team or downline and be generating passive income on autopilot. This is the path to wealth creation. So let's summarize this a little bit. If you like what was shown in today's training and you like the idea of creating your own perfect agent avatar, creating an irresistible offer, setting up your marketing campaigns to accelerate opportunities, use straight line sales and video sales letters, online webinars to convert opportunities, maximize pipeline, and then remove yourself from operational complexity by hiring a recruiter to put on autopilot, here's a couple of ways you can do this and start to implement what I've shown you today. Option 1, try it yourself. I've done this, unfortunately. It's tough. It can be done. It's going to take about 12 hours a day. It's going to take every day. There are no days off. There are no vacations. There is no help. It's just you. It's very hard to maintain a healthy family or work life. If you're also in production, it's very hectic to try to show homes, meet clients, do follow-ups. They're literally follow-ups are what fall by the wayside, which is where we make our money. So again, sometimes you're going to struggle with offers and create a message that cuts through all the noise. What happens is you end up copying, pasting, trying to see what works, and it just never gets you to the level that you want to get to. You may not have the proper video sales letter or webinar etiquette in place to deliver a converting presentation. Your advertising and marketing efforts may not even drive traffic to your webinar or video sales letter. You could end up spending too much time and money on things that don't work. You can struggle with technology and tools. You can struggle with delegating time. A lot of top producers struggle with delegating time. I think that's probably one of the biggest things that top producers need to work on is delegating their time. It's not all about them. It's about a business. And when they understand that, the quicker they understand that, the more quickly they get themselves out of the day-to-day, because most of the time they just muck it up and make it difficult for everybody else to do their job. Your onboarding process and systems can go wrong, and you'll end up losing agents by not having it in place. You may not have the insights on recruiting shifts, market trends, and insights from someone with 35 years experience. I do. The cost of doing it yourself is high, and I would say attempt it at your own risk. Been there, done that, and I don't wish it on anybody, but if you'd like to, this is the way to go. Option 2, work with us. You get your entire system working in 7 days for 1/10 of the price. You'll never be renting out your marketing and assets again. You will own your recruiting business 100%. You'll no longer be building somebody else's brokerage unless you want to. We know what works, what doesn't work, and how to add agents to your team, brokerage, or downline. Our system was specifically built to solve your agent acquisition problem once and for all. We've done it for ourselves and many others and have been awarded some of the most prestigious accolades in the business. So again, who is this for? The team leader, brokerage owner, recruiter, who wants to recruit more people, but you're struggling with appointments and conversions. You're unmotivated and frustrated. You're burnt out. You want to have people coming to you as opposed to you going to them. You want to retire with 1 good year of recruiting. You have all the good recruiting skills you think you need, but you're just not able to crack the code. You're lacking the system, tools, and technology to make sure you win. You've been stuck spending time and money on things that don't work. You pay expensive companies who make promises but don't deliver. You're losing agents and recruits to the competition, and the organization is a sinking ship. I'm going to go back to a couple of our case studies. So Kevin added 60 recruits in 6 months. He had new to leadership, no recruiting experience, no system in place, 0 pipeline, added 60 agents in 6 months. Once he did that, he was offered multiple high-paying positions in the industry based solely on his recruiting prowess. Again, recruiting solves everything. He's gone on to write 2 books, runs a successful YouTube channel, and is in the launch phase of a worldwide business and life coaching company. None of this is possible without a life-changing recruiting system. Case study number 2, Chris Dietz. Chris came to an office that we owned because his previous owner in the same exact system didn't understand what our recruiting system would be like and wouldn't support him in the implementation of it. When he joined our office, we already had the system in place for him, and he was able to add 75 people in 105 days. That's almost a person a day. A person a day. Since then, Chris has gone on to be a multiple franchise owner at one of the fastest growing real estate companies in the U.S. I wonder why. Even myself, I guess on my own case study, I personally recruit hundreds of people and work with thousands of agents. Because of a powerful recruiting system, I've had the pleasure of consulting with dozens of top companies, built a wealth portfolio for myself, and now am able to enjoy life on my terms. I bought back my time. I got my time freedom. Now I want to help other people do the same thing. And that's part of what my legacy will be, because I think it's important that many agents are just not recruiting enough people to solve enough problems for those agents to solve all of their problems. Sorry about that. So what's going to happen if you work with us? You'll be able to establish the know, like, and trust with your leads through a value-driven direct response marketing webinar video sales letter strategy. You'll get the entire process thought out for you. Just a matter of implementation. As a matter of fact, you don't have to do it yourself. If you have somebody that does implementation for you, we'll show them how to do it. You'll be able to do it your way. You'll no longer be a cog in somebody else's wheel. You will own your recruiting business 100%. It will be your recruiting business forever, no matter where you take it. It will be portable. You can take it anywhere, to the highest bidder if you want. Your show-up rates will hands down increase. You will capture significant market share because the system is scalable. You can bring on as many agents as you want to work with because you have an abundance. You can differentiate your marketing from every other recruiter, avoiding competition, remaining hyper-focused on the end game for you, not anybody else, you. You will be able to develop a duplicatable strategy for inside sales that can be outsourced. Again, taking yourself out of the day-to-day, giving yourself an actual asset that is saleable or sellable if you want to do consulting. You'll finally be able to get the predictability in your recruiting business and get off that roller coaster. You'll no longer stress at the end of a month. You'll no longer struggle for appointments. You'll have as many appointments as you want to have. You'll convert as many people as you'd like to convert. That's what this is about. So how does it work? This is our, call it the Recruiting Legacy Accelerator program. Build your dream recruiting machine. Again, you're going to define your ideal agent avatar, write an irresistible offer. We're going to help you set up your direct response marketing program to accelerate your opportunities. We'll show you how to use straight line sales on online webinars, video sales letters to convert opportunities and maximize your pipeline. We're going to show you how to delegate operational complexity and accelerate opportunities. We're going to show you how to scale your direct response marketing, hire a recruiter, and grow it on autopilot, and a whole lot more. Now, if you're ready to stay a step ahead of your competitors and add new recruits to your team, brokerage, or downline, schedule a call with me anytime. Book a call down below. There's a link right there. Just click on it, get on my calendar. We optimize your client results. We can only bring on a certain amount of clients per market. This allows the best results for our customers. If you're interested in getting started, you should act now. Otherwise, you can join our waiting list and watch our competitors take market share instead of you. We cannot give our secrets and program into everyone in each market, as it would destroy our results. It's all about ensuring you have exclusivity. If you're watching this now, this means you have seats in your market remaining. Bonus. This is for viewers only. So if you did watch the entire webinar, we're going to offer you this to you today. You'll get free access to our newest online webinar advertising training that we're testing in beta. If you're currently recruiting agents looking to add 25, 50, or 100 plus people on a Zoom call to deliver a presentation live so that you can book dozens of agent consults, this is for you. We're teaching how to apply leverage in your marketing and recruiting. And this is a brand new method of marketing. It's producing killer results across the US. P.S. We're also going to give you the exact webinar slide deck, the marketing strategy, and our presentation deck, which allows you to get assigned ICAs from agents all via Zoom. And I'll tell you that when we were our early beta, we hired over 100 people just using this. No in-person meetings whatsoever. Summary. We're going to help you define your ideal agent avatar and write an irresistible offer. We're going to help you set up your direct response marketing program to accelerate opportunities. We're going to show you how to use straight line sales, online webinars, video sales letters to convert opportunities and maximize pipeline. We're going to show you how to delegate operational complexity and accelerate opportunities. We're also going to show you how to scale your direct response marketing, hire a recruiter, and put it on autopilot. On top of this, just for booking a call with us, we're going to give you a free 30-minute consultation of your current recruiting game plan and also give you our free bonus. And our guarantee is that we will work with you until you have our program down. So there's virtually no risk of taking advantage of our offer today. We will get results. What if it doesn't work? Maybe it doesn't. After being in the industry for more than 35 years and working with over 1,000 agents and recruiting hundreds of others, we found what does and doesn't work through trial and error. It's as simple as that. I spent my entire career obsessing over finding ways to help agents add profits to their bank account through recruiting and retention. The only thing that will allow us to fail is the execution of the plan. How much time do you need to set it up? You just really need a few hours to set it up. Once it's set up, there's very low maintenance on your end. I don't need it. So the question is, are you comfortable with your current lifestyle? Is your current income keeping you up at night? Recruiting can and will solve every single problem a team, brokerage, or agent building downline can have. It's really up to you. So again, as we said earlier, if you want to stay ahead of your competitors, start adding new recruits, schedule a call with me today. I look forward to it, and I appreciate you guys being on here, and I look forward to being getting on a call with you. Thanks.